Hey lovelies, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'll share with you a simple tutorial on how to cut this backless dress with asymmetric flare. So to start drafting this pattern, we are going to start with the upper part of this dress by marking out the shoulder to bust, under bust, waistline. So after marking this, the next step we're going to take is to mark the shoulder measurement divided by 2. Then I'll go ahead to mark, come down by 1 inch. I'll mark a basic neckline of 3 inches, which I'll go ahead to connect. Next step is to find my chest line, which is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Whatever I get, I'll mark and draw out a straight line at that point. Place my tape at the chest line and mark my shoulder divided by 2. After that, I'll place my ruler and I'll connect from the shoulder to the chest line. So I'll measure what I have here, divide it into 2 by folding my tape and mark, come out by ½ inch, place the tape and mark the bust measurement divided by 4. Now connect from here all the way up and connect to the bust measurement divided by 4. After marking this, I'll go ahead to insert my body measurement. I'm marking it as a dartless pattern. Mark your bust measurement divided by 4 and add your sewing allowance of 1 inch. Your under bust measurement divided by 4, add your sewing allowance. Then you're going to mark your waist measurement divided by 4 and you add your sewing allowance. The next step is to connect your pattern. I'll connect from the upper part all the way to the lower part of my pattern. Now, while connecting here, come down a bit by ½ inch at this point to give it a roundish effect. Then I'll be going up by 1.5 inches from my chest line. You can use 2 inches or 2.5 if you're busty. Then I'll just mark this to indicate you have like a strap going around your neck and making this pattern a backless pattern. So what I'll do now is to go ahead to cut this out. After cutting this out, we are going to slash out from the under bust area and we'll be spreading this out. If you notice, if you look at the lower part of the dress or the side of this gown, it has like a ruche effect. So what you do is to place this pattern on another pattern that is from the under bust all the way up. So I'll use my tape to secure it. For slash and spread effect, you can use 1 inch to 2 inches. You shouldn't use something that is too much. Then I'll place, because you're going to add elastic by the side of your dress, then place again and pin. Then I'll now place the last one and use my tape to hold it down. So the next step I'll take is to go ahead to connect. Then I'll cut it out. Now for the side of this dress, when you join it, you add an elastic and it will give it that ruche effect by the side. Now let's cut out the back. All you have to do is just to cut out the chest line and you have your back pattern. Now while cutting this dress, you want to cut it with a stretchy fabric and also take out that roundish effect you have at the lower part. Then you join it to the front and the back, then add elastic by the side. Cut out the flare part. You want to cut this with a 360-degree flare. Fold first, then you're going to fold again, that is into 4. The easiest way to cut your flare, let's say since you folded your pattern into 4, you divide your waistline by 4. Let's say your waistline is 16, divide it by 4, it will give you 6 inches. Whatever you have, place and draw out a semicircle this way. Now after marking that, what you do is take your tape, measure from the tip to the point where your line touches that pencil. That is the pencil mark you have here. Or whatever you have, you now go ahead to use that to take it all the way around. So this is to make sure that your circle is accurate. Now after marking this to the end, you also want to join it back because it will be serving as your new waistline, right? Now after connecting, what you have to do is to measure it again and make sure it is accurate. Let's say your waist is 16, you divide it by 4, is meant to give you 4, so that circle here is meant to be 4. Now measure your waist, measure from the waist to the longest part of your flare. Whatever you get, add extra 1 to 1.5 inches to that length, because you use half inch for joining allowance and you'll be weaving out the lower part. So I'll take the measurement I have round, then after marking it round, I'll use my pencil to connect it. After connecting it, this is what I have, then I'll cut it out. After connecting it, I'll cut it out, then we'll be creating like an asymmetric shape on it. Remember, you're making this dress with a stretchy fabric like a spandex or mesh, something that can easily stretch. So that's why we're using our exact measurement for it. Now if you open it up, you notice this side will be at the waistline. So what I'll do is to fold it back, pick one point, then I'll go up a bit at this part, then go down to create an asymmetric shape towards this side to give that high-low effect on the dress. So after connecting, I'll be cutting this out. So I'll just go ahead to cut out and open it up. So this is what I have. I have a pointy edge here. What I'll do is just to go ahead to make it roundish, right? You go up by the center just to make it roundish, and you make sure that what you have at the center is slightly higher than the side. So this is what you have. Now if you feel the shape is not okay, you can just readjust it a bit, but whatever you're cutting, the sides of this pattern should be longer to give it that uneven or high-low flare effect at the lower part. You attach it to the waistline of your dress.